All right, we're live.
Hey!
Hey, thanks for watching the DV CrossFit podcast. Welcome. This is episode 18. Hard to believe we've done this 17 other times. You think by now we'd be good at this, but we're still working on it. All right. The purpose of this podcast is for us to help our community grow. We've got a growing number of members at our gym, but we don't always get to see everyone every day. And of course, they don't get to see everyone every day. So the goal is to learn more about certain members so that when you see them in the gym, you can say hi, ask them questions, and find things that you have in common. Ultimately, with the goal of helping everyone improve their lives through fitness and community being a huge part of that. So tonight we've got our member of the month for the month of September 2024, and that will be Joe. And we'll bring him on here in a little bit. But before we jump in, we do have, I'll say, two announcements. First one is related to our macronutrient class that's happening on October 12th. That's a Saturday, and that'll be at 8 a.m. It's free for members, $25 for non-members, and definitely looking forward to that. Definitely getting prepared, doing a lot of reading, a lot of notes, possibly a PowerPoint presentation.
PowerPoint.
Maybe.
PowerPoint.
And that's that. Second one is we are midstream on our strength cycle, and that's got some upper body pulling, upper body pushing, as well as some lower body pushing, and that's going great. So, did I miss anything, Logan?
Third one is I'm growing out my beard.
Nice.
Oh, that's on the way.
Yeah. I want to see Mun grow out his beard.
Yeah. Mun versus Joe.
Nice. Hi, Alea. Okay, so I think that's everything. So we'll just.
Oh, it says her name.
Yeah, she commented on YouTube. So just so everyone knows,
cool.
you can watch on YouTube or you can watch on Instagram. If you comment on Instagram, it doesn't show up, so we can't display it in StreamYard. So if you really want your comment to be displayed and you're watching live, recommend going from Instagram over to YouTube where you can comment and we'll be able to show it. So in the absence of that, I will just call it out. All right. Our member of the month is Joe. We're going to bring him on here. And as we're doing that, Logan will give us a little bit of background as to what went into our collective decision to have Joe as our member of the month. So
yeah,
here we go. Bringing on Joe. Ready?
Let's
3, 2, 1. Joe.
Joe. What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going?
It's like we didn't just see you like a couple minutes ago, huh? I feel like we're gonna hear that laugh a lot tonight.
Doesn't take much to make me laugh.
That's great. It's contagious, man. Dude. Joe, how long have you been a member at well, you were a member at Hammer with us for a while, right? So you've hit 2 years now?
Yeah, about 2 years, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Joe's been here 2 years. I remember Disco. Yeah, I know, right? I'll say this. I remember when Joe first came and it wasn't mandatory to do on-ramps. And Joe came and he was like, hey, I just want to work out. I do kickboxing or something like that on, the other days of the week. And I just want to come in and basically work out for a couple days a week. So he'd come in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But I remember when you first came in, Joe, I was like, okay, this guy's going to need some on-ramp. And then Joe showed up in class like the next day and I was like, hey, you should probably really think about doing the on-ramp thing. And Joe was just like, oh, I don't know. I just signed up on my phone. I don't know how I did it. I just did it. And I was like, okay, this is going to be like, drinking from, a fire hose or whatever. But honestly, one of the best moments, honestly, Joe, and this is from a friend to a friend, not like coach to a member or whatever. One of my favorite moments was just before we went up to Hot Shots. You were doing a workout, and I was watching you, and I was like, dude, this guy has come so far. And I was like, he's there. He understands it. He gets the movements now. And that's the thing is like whenever I see a new person to CrossFit come in, I'm like, they have this long journey ahead of them, at the very minimum, like a year before they start understanding what AMRAP means or EMOM means or death by and I feel like you hit that moment for me where it was like he gets it and it was so awesome. I think I might have told Alay about it too. And then just the fact that you're coming more than 3 times a week now, coming on Sundays and then coming up and doing hot shots with us this year was really cool. I know everybody really liked that you were up there with us. So that all went into play when picking Joe for member of the month. So good job, Joe.
Nice.
Nice work.
All right. So we talked about this before, but the next 50 minutes ish, we'll try to land at about an hour. The first half will be some general questions, learning about Joe's background, where he grew up, a little bit about his family, like school, profession, stuff like that, what he does for a living. And then, kind of transitioning to how he learned about CrossFit and that journey. And then second half will be focusing on learning more about what makes Joe unique and getting into some fun questions and learning more about him that way. So we'll just jump right in. So Joe, welcome. Glad to have you. Congrats on being member of the month.
Thanks.
First question, tell us about your childhood, where you grew up, family, do you have siblings, and what was your favorite subject in school?
So I was born in Houston, Texas. So lived there for 23 years before I moved here, and the youngest of 5. So I have 2 older brothers, 2 half sisters. I'm the youngest of all of them. So yeah, still seen as the kid or the child, baby, whatever you want to call it. I'd say so. I guess I went through the whole public school, so I didn't go to private school or anything like that. And how I got into college. So growing up, I didn't really play any sports. I was on a step team in high school, but that's about it. So uh, I didn't really lift weights or anything like that. So I wasn't physically fit throughout most of my life. So it's only when I got towards college that I started working out a little bit here and there. But how I got towards college, most of my high school teachers told me like, yeah, you're too good at math. Maybe you should try going to college to be an engineer. So it's like, okay, I'll give it a try. Worst case, I'll go to the military if I fail out. So when I was picking choices for engineer, I was like, okay, I'm pretty good with electronics, so I'll just try electrical engineer. So tried it out. There's a few classes I struggled here and there, but ended up graduating. Well, before I graduated, I was actually in Arizona here, like the summer of 2018, because I had an internship where I work now. So I worked here. I was here for 10 weeks for an internship, and then they gave me a job offer when I graduate and told me, hey, come back here when you graduate. And that's how I ended up here. But I guess that's a really short summarized version. I guess go in detail, I don't know.
No, that's good, man. So you work at Honeywell, right?
Yeah.
And how old are you now?
I'm 29.
Okay, cool.
I want to hear more about the step team. Tell me about that.
I also was wondering about that.
The best way to describe it, you guys ever seen the movie Stomp the Yard?
Yeah.
It's like a dumbed down version of that. So I used to perform at basketball games and prep rallies. So
nice.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to band where you got to be in sync with everybody. So, and you got to get over stage fright. So that's something I had to do.
But. Yeah, Adam's really good at breakdancing.
Oh, is it?
Oh man, every podcast that comes up. No, I'm not good at breakdancing. Although my 41-year-old self, I kind of want to see if I can still do stuff that I used to do. But
Wait, you're 41?
yeah,
I wouldn't have guessed that.
I get that a lot. Okay, so it's gonna happen one of these days. 7 p.m. class. Your warm up's gonna be some step.
You don't know if I know how to do it anymore.
I can't wait to see the Wakefields jump in on that. So
You're gonna lead the warm up for us. Get ready.
all right. And then so where did you? So you grew up in Houston. Where did you go to college?
Lamar University. It's a small school. It's in Beaumont, Texas. So it's on the edge of Texas. So it's about an hour and a half away from Louisiana. So it's like on the edge, east part.
Okay. And then you interned at Honeywell, and then that turned into a job. That's great.
Yeah.
And you've been now at Honeywell for
5.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How was that? So that like you must have started right before COVID, and then like how did that whole thing go with COVID? Did you go remote and all that?
No. So I didn't go remote immediately. So I was working on site for like 7 months before I went remote because I was doing floor support, so I had to be on site in case something happened on the production end. So I was working on site for 7 months, and then for 6 months I was working remote. But yeah, at that time I was working 2 jobs. But after 6 months, I went back to working on site and been working on site ever since.
Nice.
What was your other job?
It was horrible. I was working at an Amazon warehouse. The one I think it's on Monhaven, is near the airport. So I was just doing it on Sunday.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like I had a question that I was going to ask earlier. What was it?
Yeah, I was called an insertion worker. So yeah.
Alea was the same way. She didn't. They gave them the choice if they wanted to go in or not, and she continued to go in to work. I worked at a gym, obviously, so that was interesting. But I still went in, but nobody was there, and I did a lot of Zoom classes, which was the worst. It was the worst thing ever. Like you ask people, like the workout has V-ups in it, or like leg raises, and all you see is like like feet going up and down. I have a picture in my phone somewhere where it's like squares just like this, and all you see is like feet in the air.
I can't imagine how a remote can work for a gym.
It was tough, man. It was one of the least favorite things that I ever had to do. But anyways, you said brothers and sisters. Are they all in Texas still?
Yeah. Oh, two of my older brothers are, but one of my sisters is in Alabama and the other one's in New York. So we're all of it spread out.
Yeah. Cool.
So, okay, and you talked a little bit about starting to work out in college. Tell us about that and how you eventually learned about CrossFit.
So I just went to the gym at my school on campus because I was in a dorm, so I just went to that gym probably, and it was minor. I probably only went like maybe 5 times a month, so it wasn't anything really. It really wasn't actively working out, so I think I got more active as I got out of college. But yeah, I think problem was my classes started getting harder, so I started spending more time studying. So it's like, okay, I think
high level engineering classes get pretty tough, huh?
Yeah, and I think I got motivated to start working out more because when I was at my job, I didn't like sitting. I don't like sitting one place for too long. So when I saw the cubicles, and it's like, yeah, I don't think I want to be doing this. So yeah.
Hey, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So when you know the story, but people that may watch this may not know. When I first tried to find you on social media to show Alea who you were, you're not on social media at all, right?
No.
Like what's the deal with that? I'm
Oh,
so like I think it's a great thing. I think it's awesome that you're not. I think that's like a noble characteristic. You just never got into it, or
no, I just because I had one and I had a Facebook and Twitter account back in high school, but I never got on it. So I was like, I just let my account get deleted because I think when you deactivate your account, they give you like I don't know if it's 6 months period. It's like if you don't log in, they delete it. So I don't know if it ever actually got deleted, but I don't remember the email I used back then. But yeah, I just never use it. So
yeah.
yeah.
How do you just keep in touch with friends via like text message or?
Yeah, most times through text message, but I'm pretty bad at keeping in touch. So few people I haven't talked to in a couple of years, and they kind of get mad at me for that.
Yeah, I'm mad at you for not texting me back two
What
years
was
ago. I don't know. I'm just making it up.
So I don't know if anyone knows this, but I didn't have social media for like 3 or 4 years leading up to us starting the gym, and Logan made me join Facebook.
Yeah, I made him.
No, well, we agreed that it was the right thing to do to try to like, have a presence digitally, we'll say, with building a community. So, but anyway.
I guess
Yeah, man.
I did have a LinkedIn, but I only used that just to get a job. But then once I had a job, it's like, yeah, I don't need this account.
Yeah,
Well, it's still around, but I haven't updated it since I was in college.
yeah, for sure, for sure. How did you hear about Hammer, or how did you find Hammer when you originally joined?
It was pretty random. So when I was in my boxing gym, coach recommended, hey, you probably need to do some more strength training. So I was like, okay, I don't think I want to go to a regular gym. I think I want to see what are special gyms I can get to where I can just get some good progress in. So that's when I saw CrossFit, and I was just randomly looking up CrossFit gyms close to my job. So original plan was I'll just get off of work, I'll go to the CrossFit gym, and that was the original plan. So that's how I found Hammer because I think it was on 91st at the time. So
Yeah.
yeah, I found that, and when I saw that I couldn't do any of the movements, I was like, oh yeah, I got to come back here.
That was when we were in the warehouse that
Yeah.
summer, right?
No, it was a little bit before the warehouse. So I was at the location right before. I think I was there a month before you guys moved to the warehouse.
The yellow
Okay.
one?
Yeah, wherever that one was, that's where I started.
Okay. And then you came to the warehouse with us.
Yeah.
All right.
Anthony made a comment on Instagram. It says, "Go Joe."
It's a great comment.
If anyone's watching on Instagram, when you make comments there, thank you for doing that. But we can't show it on the screen. If you watch it on YouTube, we can display it on the screen. So if you want to display it on the screen, recommend going over to YouTube and commenting there. All right. Let me think. What else?
So I probably mentioned that, like when I was younger, never really challenged myself. So going to CrossFit and seeing how it's always challenging, that's another thing why I always go. But it's kind of like I like it, but at the same time I don't like it. So
I think we're all in that
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah. Where's your kickboxing? Is it kickboxing?
Just boxing. Yeah.
Okay, where's your boxing gym at?
It's on Camelback, so they just call it Camelback Boxing Gym. So
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. Kind of wish there was more opportunities to spar, but yeah, good for conditioning. But yeah, sparring,
cool.
probably not the right place. But yeah, outside of that, I'd say it's good.
That's cool. Man, I miss doing like hitting the bag and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like we need to buy one for GV and put it in the corner.
I guess LA. I still go, but I probably go like every other week now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go tomorrow because I didn't go last week.
That's over off the 51.
What's that?
Is that over like on the other side of town off the 50?
Yeah, on the other side of town. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's like the halfway point between my apartment and work. So it's like, yeah, it's not bad.
You live over like in like the east?
What's that rundown mall called?
Metro Center.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I live yeah,
I think they're like redoing that mall, right?
yeah. There's a lot of construction there that's been going on forever.
Yeah.
That's right by where I work, actually. Peoria and 17.
Oh, I live on 27th and Glendale.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not too far.
Yeah, Joe actually goes to work at Honeywell, and then I was like, he comes to the 7 p.m. class, in case you guys don't know this, and then I was like, what do you do from like when you get off work at like 4 or 5 to? I was like, do you go to a Starbucks and like take a nap? I've done that before. Like I used to play guitar at a church that was an hour and 20 minutes away from where I lived, and I would play 4 morning services, and then they had a PM service on Sunday that started. Our rehearsal started at like 5, and the service was at 6, and so from like 1 to 5, I didn't want to go home because then I would have to just turn right back around and drive all the way back. So I'd go to a Starbucks with a book, and I would read until I literally would like fall asleep in there. I would buy like a coffee and then read and fall asleep. And they knew who I was because in the morning services, I would literally drive there with the band, and they'd be like, "Oh, it's the band from church this weekend," because it was a really small town, and like kind of just tucked in the middle of nowhere. And the band's here to get their coffee, and then they would see me come back and order another coffee and fall asleep, and they would just let me fall asleep, and they'd be like, "How was your nap?" And I'm like, "Good, I got to go play another service." And they're like, "Okay, cool, like no big deal or whatever." But anyway, so I asked Joe, I was like, "Do you go to a Starbucks and like hang out or something?" And he's like, "No, I go home." And I was like, "You go all the way home? You go to work, which is like, here's your house and here's work, and here's our gym, like over here." And he drives to work, drives home, and then drives all the way back to the gym, and then home. It's dedication, man. I mean,
that's great.
Crazy. Yeah, super dedicated.
We have other class times too, you know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I can make it at 6, but then every time that happens, I end up staying at work later and then driving back. There's always traffic.
Yeah, there's that traffic trying to go west on 101.
Yeah,
can be a little rough.
For sure.
Okay, before we jump into the fun ones, I'm just curious with your fitness journey, has there been something that you've accomplished that when you first started you thought I could never do that?
I guess Murph workout and especially the hot shots. I didn't think I can make either one of those. I was even thinking when I go to hot shots, after the 4th round, it's gonna take me like 2 hours to finish this workout.
How did that one go for you?
The hot shots, I finished with 50 seconds left. So
nice.
Yeah, Logan yelled, "Say, hey, you better run!" It's like, oh, I can't stop now.
I don't recall that.
Joe's a very fast runner for sure.
He is a fast runner, and he jumps a lot. He's like a kangaroo that is also a cheetah. So, yeah, I don't recall that, but I also don't recall a lot of what I say when I'm yelling at you guys. So.
Yeah, I'm so slow with the power cleans, so the run is where I make up my time.
That's good.
Next time we do hot shots, I want to like journal my thoughts on every round. I feel like first round I'm like, oh dude, I'm gonna crush this. And second round I'm like, oh, this sucks. Third round I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
I guess even any of the weight workouts, I don't know if you remember, Logan, but I used to struggle doing the power cleans with just a barbell because I couldn't get anything right. But now I can actually do it with weights on. So I think
yeah, man. As long as your back doesn't blow up.
It takes a little longer now, but my back still sucks. I think before this, I never really lift weights like that. So I don't know if that's why, or it might be just because I'm weak. I don't know.
No, I think it's just everybody has their kryptonite, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And my back is the same way. So I'll tell you when I'm like, hey, dude, my back blew up during this workout, and Joe's like, oh, great. So,
All
all right,
right.
you guys ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go, man. I got some good ones in here. I'm so excited for this. All right, here we go. Question one. Would you rather be able to see through walls or run through them?
If I run through walls, would I go under? Would I go like underneath the floor too?
No, you can like run straight through a wall and not get injured. Like you could just
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be able to run through walls.
okay. What about you, Adam?
Uh, I don't know, because I feel like I would want to know where I'm going.
Oh, wait, can I change?
Yeah.
Like if I can see, you said see through walls.
Yeah, like I could see through this wall into my backyard, or I could run through this wall into my backyard, and
Uh,
the wall would fall apart
so
because I'm so strong.
if we're playing cards with anybody, would I be able to see their cards?
I mean, no.
Oh, no, I'm not changing. Never mind.
It's walls specifically.
Okay, yeah, I'd rather run through walls.
Yeah, I think I'd probably run through walls too. I don't know. Seeing through walls could be cool though. I don't like a window. Uh, but running through them, you're probably pretty strong.
I think going through walls is better.
Yeah. Just in case you ever need to escape, somebody's house where they locked you in or something. All right.
All kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, it happens on the daily.
I always get locked in by.
Yeah, people just kidnapping me all the time. Do you have any favorite pickup lines?
No, because I'm horrible at pickup lines. I just wing it, so no, I don't.
Oh, you just wing it. Right. I used to have this one. I used it on Alea, and she thought it was super dumb. You sit next to the female that you're trying to impress with your. It's almost like a cheesy dad joke, but you're not a dad yet. So I would say, this the distance from, and I touch her shoulder, and then touch the middle part of the back of her neck. So the distance from here to here is the same distance from here to here, and then you put your arm around her. I definitely think I used that one on Alea one time, and she was just. I honestly, from what I remember, she was cool with it. She was like, "That was dumb, but I'm cool with this." That's the only one I got, or I can remember. But
that got a good emoji there from her. So she said we should teach you, but at least from my perspective, that would be the blind leading the blind, because I was never talented at that. I've heard that it's just best to be confident and just, meet people, look them in the eye, and say, "Hi, I'm Joe," or "Hi, I'm Adam." So I feel like that goes a long way. But then
never works. No, I'm just kidding.
The funny thing is,
the best. Yeah.
For me at least, when I was trying hard, it never worked. And then, I started dating my wife. We got married, and then I stopped trying. I literally didn't give girls attention at all. And that's when I noticed that they were giving me attention. I'm like, where were you 5 years ago? But at that point, I didn't care, So
it was God's protection, bro. God didn't want those girls in your life at that time. So
yeah. Well, there's a line from a movie that says desperation is a smelly cologne. So I feel like they could just sense it, and then they're like, we don't want to be around. But anyway.
All right. If you could only eat out at one restaurant for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I'm Maybe Cane's or Chick-fil-A. I don't know. Maybe one of those two.
What about like not fast food though, like restaurant?
Oh, restaurant.
I don't feel like I eat out at restaurants a lot.
I don't go to restaurants a lot. I guess whichever one has good Chinese food, I pick that.
Oh, you're a Chinese food guy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't eat much Chinese food. I feel like I should eat some more.
My only question is who's paying?
It's on the house.
Joe, do you like Indian food?
I never had it.
Have you heard of biryani bowl?
I've heard of that, but no, never had that.
We know some guys.
Yeah.
we know some guys. We run by them often. We run by their establishment often. Yeah. We share cigarettes with them too behind the building when we run by and hit their secondhand smoke. All right. Yeah, we don't go to restaurants. I think if I could eat out at one restaurant, the one place we go to, I would say more than anything, and we only go there once a year, like on Alea's birthday, is it True Foods in Scottsdale? It's like a bougie, nice
True
like
Food Kitchen or something like that.
Yeah, it's like organic bowls and stuff like that, and I don't know. It's good ingredients. But like I said, we only go there once a year. So
there's one in Biltmore, right, and then Scottsdale Quarter.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Next question. Keanu Reeves?
Well, what about him?
I mean, Keanu Reeves.
What am I supposed to? Matrix? I don't know. Am I supposed to?
No, I'm just asking. Keanu Reeves. If a yes or no question, you can expand if you want.
Yeah. What am I saying yes to?
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
You know, if you said yes, you would have the whole islands of Hawaii behind you because they're like very into Keanu Reeves. It's really interesting. We stumbled upon this like I think a few years ago. There's like a whole thing where their culture is he part Hawaiian? Yeah, he's like a part of their culture. It's super crazy. I had no idea, but they're like he's like a big deal to them. So like the Rock. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, Keanu Reeves.
I'll say I remember like early in his career. You know, it was like around the time that what's the movie with the bus? Is it Speed?
Oh, Speed, bro. Yeah.
And like before that,
Bullet.
He did Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. And so the narrative that I remember hearing as a kid, anytime his name came up, was that he was just a terrible actor. But then I feel like the last 20 years, he's just been a part of such like epic movie franchises like The Matrix and John Wick that it just seems like his career's just gone up and up and up. So
can I be honest, dude? Everybody tells me I need to watch John Wick. It's like the most bad A thing ever, and I've never seen a John Wick.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love Speed. I thought Speed was. I still watch Speed, and I'm like, this is awesome.
I gotta watch it again. It's probably been 25 years since I watched it.
I have a weird thing where I really love movies that are all the setting is like in the same place. So like Speed is one of them. Do you remember Colin Farrell? Is that his name? The actor? Colin Farrell?
Sounds right.
Is that an actor? He was in a movie called, I think it was called Payphone. And it's like he's in a payphone or phone booth maybe? Maybe it's called Phone Booth. Phone Phone booth. Yeah, and it's like the phone rings and he's standing next to a phone booth, which if any Gen Zers are listening out there or whatever, a phone booth is a place where you could go and make a collect call, ask your parents what a collect call is. Yes. Yeah, he goes and a phone rings next to him. Oh, there's Adam.
Breakdance.
Yeah, he gets a phone call like or something, and he has to. Yep, there he is. Yeah, and so he has to like. Anyways, he goes into the phone booth, and he's like, "I'm hanging up now," and the guy's like, "Well, I know like you're cheating on your wife," and he's like, "How dare you? Whatever. I'm gonna hang up this phone," and then like a red dot goes on his chest, and the guy's like, "Don't hang up or you'll die." And then it's like all based in that phone booth. Like he's talking to this guy and he wants to hang up, but the guy's gonna like shoot him or whatever. It's crazy. Anyways, very suspenseful, just like Speed. So I feel like if you watch Speed, you need to watch Phone Booth. Two very good movies.
It's crazy.
One having nothing to do with Keanu Reeves. So, all right, Joe. What's the worst song you've ever heard?
It's one of those songs that went viral. What's the guy's name? I think his name was JJ Fish or something.
JJ Fish.
Yeah,
look it up, Adam.
It's a bad. It went viral, but it was a pretty bad song. That's probably the worst song I've heard. I don't
On
know.
the Floor.
I guess that's a song. But yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay. It says it's let me switch to this view. Let me zoom in.
No, I don't think that's it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Daniel McLeod is his real name?
It says On the Floor, which garnered over 89 million views.
Yeah, that is it. Never mind.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Huh.
I've never heard of it. Singing I've ever heard in my life.
All right, I'm definitely gonna put it in my phone right now and listen to it later. I gotta hear this.
That's going on the playlist at
No.
I'll stop looking up.
JJ Fish.
Oh, that's great.
All right, my least favorite song. It was the first song that came up. Okay. Oh, this is really bad. Oh my gosh, this has got to be a joke. That's got to be a joke, man. There's no way. That's so bad. All right, that makes mine not sound as bad, but I can't stand Paul McCartney's "Wonderful Christmas Time." I'm simply having a wonderful Christmas time. It has like this weird. He plays the piano and he hits one note, and the note is like, bum, 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 bum. And at one point in the song, he's hitting so many notes that they're like overlapping each other, and they're like bum 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 bum, and my mind is like, I'm driving and I'm like, am I having a stroke right now? What is happening? It's my least favorite song by far.
That's funny. So that reminds me of a wrong note that I hit last weekend at church.
Dude, yeah.
Like when you play guitar at church, you use a lot of delay and reverb, so like the notes sustain really long, and that way, if you hit the wrong note, that wrong note sustains really long too. So, yeah, we were playing a song, and I hit notoriously bad note, which is a flat seventh, and it was awesome.
It was jazz, baby.
They're like, it sounded like you meant to do it. And it's like, oh, yeah, I did.
There's a video of John Mayer that's floating around where he's doing a guitar solo, and he accidentally goes a half step down and starts his solo. Have you seen that?
No.
Dude, he starts on he's playing, and then the next phrase, he starts on the wrong note, and he bends it up and then plays a minor scale just to make it fit. and then he turns around and starts laughing, and it sounds amazing. Like nobody would have noticed.
Is it this one?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna watch
Yep.
it later.
It's wild. He's on another level, man. Yeah, shoot, man. I've definitely. There was one time where I was playing guitar, and it was at the Verado campus, and the only way to leave the campus is like grabbing your pedal board and your guitar
You told
and
me
walking.
the story.
Yeah, walking through the lobby, like where everybody's all talking and hanging out. And we were playing a song at the very end of service, and the last note I hit was just so bad, and it did the same thing. It was like and faded out, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then the singer was like, thanks for coming to church with us, have a good day. And everybody filtered into the lobby, and then I packed up my stuff, and I had to do the like walk of shame through the lobby in the middle of everybody, like just walk head down. Dude, it was so bad. To this day, I'm like, oh, that's one of the most painful, and nobody really remembers it, but yeah, it was the walk of shame. It was so bad.
Yeah, I
right.
never played instruments, but when I used to step, there was the one time I messed up was at a prep rally, and when I messed up in the middle of our performance, and I had to jump in because I stopped because I messed up, so I had to jump right in, and I had to find the right timing, but it was so obvious, everyone saw it, so I had to spend like a whole month on everyone making fun of me. So
It's like
I still remember that.
There's no hiding at that point.
Yeah, you're out there for people to see, man. Okay, what's your biggest pet peeve while shopping in a store?
I'd say get a list before you go to the store because you're going to end up buying more than you want.
Yeah. What was I?
Step of shame.
Step of shame.
Oh, that was great. Nice one, Alea.
I'm really big on like common courtesy type of stuff. So like if I'm in an aisle and I don't know what I want, I'm like looking at all the peanut butters and I'm trying to decide which one I want, and somebody else walks up and looks too, I like move my cart back, like I move it away so that they can kind of look with me. But one of my biggest pet peeves is like when somebody doesn't do that. When I walk up to like, I don't know, the drink section that has all of the, Gatorades or whatever, and somebody's just standing there like trying to decide, and you know what you want, so you just want to reach in and grab it. Like I went and there was a lady that was literally yesterday. Nay and I were at Walmart yesterday, and a lady, all I wanted was a small veggie tray. And the veggie trays are right next to all of the different assorted fruit trays or fruit cups. And she was literally lifting every single one up and looking at it and then setting it down and grabbing the next one. And I was like, just let me can I just go like right? I just need to get in there. So I just eventually like shoved my way in. I was like, sorry, grabbed it. But just people that stand in front of stuff and don't have like, the common courtesy to realize other people are around you. What did Joel say?
Joe is on a mission. He does not like the casual shopper.
I don't know what that means.
That means if you're going and you know what you want, you know what you need, or you have a list and you're just like,
yeah,
dang.
Usually that's what happens. But sometimes I might see something. It's like, oh, yeah, I got to get that. But that doesn't happen too often.
But, Joe doesn't seem like the kind of guy that gets upset about many things.
No, you got to put in a lot of effort to actually get me mad. Like if I was dealing with what Logan was dealing with yesterday, I would have just went all the way around them.
Dude, I waited too. I waited for a while. I was like sitting there. I'm like, I kind of got to go open the gym. So at some point, you got to pick your fruits, lady. But that's just me. All right. What? Unless his burger is late. Has your burger been late recently?
I don't really eat burgers. I eat chicken. Oh, he's talking about Wendy's when they took like 60 minutes just to get me a chicken sandwich. And I don't know why they were so slow. It's like I didn't see many people in the drive-thru, so I don't know what happened there.
It's a conspiracy. Everybody in the world is trying to make Joe mad somehow.
There's only a couple times that people have seen me mad.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen very often.
That's good.
Yeah, that is good. What's the best concert you've ever been to?
Best what?
Concert.
Oh, I've never been to a concert.
You've never been to a concert?
No. I got offered a couple times, but never went. Yeah.
Who would you see if you wanted to go to a concert? Who would you go see?
I guess right now, maybe Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole. I'd say one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
Okay.
I'd go to a concert with them. But yeah.
Dude, DB, it's time. We need a GoFundMe. We need a GoFundMe, and we need to buy this man tickets to Kendrick Lamar.
He needs two. We need 2 tickets so he can bring a date.
Yeah. Yes. And then use the shoulder technique that I was talking about. The distance from here to here is the same distance from here to here.
Okay, if it doesn't work, I'm blaming you.
That's fine. You can blame, and then when it does work, you also can blame me.
All right.
I get credit.
Maybe don't start with that though. Like wait until the concert's like almost done.
Yeah. Like when you're walking out, just right before you walk out, you can be like, "Hey, do you want me to carry, your bag for you or whatever, your purse?" And she's like, "No, I'm okay." You're like, "Oh, okay. Hey, I noticed something," and then you pull that out. I think it'll work. I think it's good. All right, man, we have so many still. I'm gonna pick the best ones. What's your favorite scene in a movie? Not like your favorite movie, but just your favorite scene or a favorite scene in a movie.
I'd say so. I would say probably it's this really old movie. I think it's like in the 1980s. The Thing. There's this part where Thing is like you guys probably seen it, but it's a shape shifting monster. So the monster is able to transform to other people. So they're in a room full of people, and they knew one of them was the monster, but they didn't know who it was. So they found out that the monster doesn't like fire. So it's like if they see you react. So they found out it doesn't like fire. So they had a piece of his blood, and they saw that they got a sample of everybody's blood and saw like, okay, whoever's blood reacts to this fire, they're the monster. And it was like a slow build up, but yeah, that was my favorite. There so much everybody's paranoid of each other, but that's one of my favorite.
Dude, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, I rewatched it like last year, so I still remember it.
Nice.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah. Dude, Joe likes the odd and like you like post-apocalyptic, like zombie movies, right?
Post-apocalyptic horror movies sometimes. That's kind of
you wouldn't think that when you first meet Joe. You wouldn't think he's really into these movies or shows.
He's just a very easygoing, unoffendable, post-apocalyptic fan.
Old movie in the 80s. I must be old. Joel, you've aged like a fine wine. Relax, buddy. All right, man. There's so many. I'm gonna fast forward here through some of these that we've done before on other people. Do you drink energy drinks?
I used to, but now I just drink coffee. So stopped drinking about 2 years ago, but I just drink coffee now.
Okay, what was your go-to energy drink?
It was the Monster. These, I think it's white or silver. That's
mine.
That was my favorite one.
Literally had a Monster energy drink zero sugar today. Not even lying. I got one. It said Ruby Red on it, and I was like, ooh, I wonder what that flavor was. And they all taste the same. But they're good. They're good. Like
Yeah.
I'll give them that. But yeah, it's a smaller can, but that's really funny that you said that because I literally had a Monster Energy with it.
My boss at work and then one of the guys that works for me are both always having those white monsters.
Mm-hmm.
I've never tried one. I imagine they're good though.
Yeah,
The white with the silver scratches or whatever.
Yeah.
They're good, man. I don't know. I like them. Okay. Do you drink like electrolyte drinks? Like
yeah.
Propel, whatever.
I usually drink the Zero Gatorade and sometimes the what's it called again? Liquid IV. So those two
Oh, okay.
I drink.
So in your opinion, and there are hard stances on this, and I have a hard stance on this. What's better, Gatorade or Powerade?
I want to say Gatorade.
I don't drink the full sugar one, so I can't speak on that. But when it comes to Gatorade Zero or Powerade Zero, yep, I'll let you know.
I never had Powerade Zero, but I had Gatorade Zero.
Powerade Zero is the flavor to me is more, but that's just because we grew up getting power. My mom got us a lot of stuff. We were spoiled, but when it came to groceries, I feel like we always got we typically would get like the off-brand, like we wouldn't get the actual, like we wouldn't get Gatorade, we would get Powerade, or we wouldn't get Dr. Pepper, we would get Shasta, or. Do you know what Shasta is, Joe?
I've seen it at a Winco store, but I never had it. It's some kind of weird soda, right?
It's like here's Pepsi, Coke, Dr. Pepper, like all the name brand ones, and then you have like the second tier, which is like Shasta and man,
RC Cola.
Yes. Like RC Cola. We drank RC Cola a lot. We wouldn't get like, well, when it came to root beer, I guess we would get root beer.
That's what I said.
Yeah, there was actually, if you type in Mario Brothers Shasta, there was this point in time where there were these little cans, and they were all different. There were different flavors based on. I don't know why it's not. Maybe it wasn't Shasta. Mario Brothers. Oh wait, yeah, that's one right there.
Yeah,
right below it. There's
Shasta.
there's like a Yoshi one. Dude, the Yoshi apple was out of this world, bro. We used to get the Yoshi one all the time. Crazy.
Dude, RC Cola. Haven't seen that in a while.
They still like you can find them, but yeah.
Royal Crown. That's what RC stands for.
Really? I didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, we need to get that shirt for the gym. RC Cola shirt.
Get a DV.
Yeah, DV Cola. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? Have you ever? What time? We're at 53 minutes. All right. I'm gonna go through these quickly. Have you ever given something away to someone and refused payment?
Like a stranger, like
like a stranger or a friend, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I gave away a couple things. I used to play a lot of games, so I think last year I gave my nephew my PS4. So it's like, I don't really need more. So it's like, here you go, still works and has a in it. So
that's awesome. My older brother has given me stuff like that. Like, hey, here's a drive that has every old Super Nintendo game on it. And I really haven't played them, but cool that he does that. All right, let's go. What do you think Joel's favorite curse word is when Lisa's not around?
Shasta.
Yeah, I was gonna go with the I probably can't say it, but the S word.
I feel like he might be doing a lot of projects when she's not around, so I feel like he might maybe miss the nail and hit his thumb with the hammer and let out like just a classic like darn it, you know? I really hope Joel's listening right now. I've only I've only heard Joel curse at like honestly in like the 10 years I've known them. I think I've only heard Joel curse like twice. And booger beans. I don't remember what he said, but it was on a workout, and I can't recall why. I think he did
the
something
bike?
wrong.
Did he not hit start on the bike?
Maybe
was he doing
like
wrong?
He might have been doing the movement wrong. I can't recall. I don't want to talk about Joel's failures right now.
Okay, Lisa's commenting on Instagram. She said, "Logan, this is about Joe." and then she also said, "On the bike once, and Jordan and I died."
Oh yeah, that was one of the ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he forgot to start.
Yeah.
Hey, Joel is only one letter away from Joe, so I mean, I'm just saying.
Joe, what's your middle name?
Oh,
L? Does it start with an L?
no, it starts with O.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know this.
Yeah, you remember.
I don't remember, but I remember that it was hard to say.
Yeah, there
Okay,
you go.
everyone guess in the chat.
Oh,
yeah, guess
if you guess it, you can get my next paycheck.
Oscar. See an Oscar.
No, it's oh man. It's like a very specific to like a culture or something, right? Like
yeah, it's not an American name, so I don't think anybody's gonna guess it.
Yeah, it's like Osethia, or I don't know, something crazy. Yeah, that's right. And I was like, oh, we should start saying that, and I forgot what it was the next day. All right. Moving on. We haven't even gotten to the rapid fire questions. All right. Okay, we got two more, and then we have rapid fire. Would you rather see from an outside perspective, so outside of your body, the day that you were born or the day that you died?
Born. Day I was born.
You don't want to see the day like you could kind of figure out when you're gonna die.
No, because then my luck, I'm gonna end up dying something completely different.
It's
you have a definite like rocket scientist brain.
Yeah, that's why I don't play the lottery.
Well, if you look and you're like in a boat on the ocean, you're just like never gonna go to the ocean or something. Like,
then you're never gonna die. All right, next one. If you woke up and you were the only person on Earth, what would be the first thing you did?
Guess I'll check if I'm really the only person left.
That's honest. That makes sense. Yeah.
Practical.
Yeah, very practical. I don't know what I would do if I woke up and like nobody else was around.
Yeah,
I might just go.
Aaliyah, you didn't guess. No, none of those were my middle name.
She said Oscar, Oswald, Oliver, and Ottawa.
I feel like I would go driving around. Like I would just get in my car and start driving. Like I would probably drive to like the grocery store and see if anybody's there, you know? Like
yeah.
What's going on? Or maybe I'd call somebody. Maybe that would be the first thing I would do.
Yeah. Phone or start driving around, yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the movie 28 Days Later.
Oh, dude, that movie's so scary.
The first like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Have you seen that movie, Joe?
Yeah, and it's been a while because there's a sequel. I think it's 28 Weeks Later or something.
Yeah.
It's been a couple years since I've seen those.
Yeah, those are good, man. So good. Yeah, that's true. I also have a middle name that nobody would ever guess. It starts with the letter Z, and there's no other letters.
Oh, I think you said, I don't remember, but you said, yeah, you mentioned that. I just don't
Yeah,
remember what it was.
it's Z. It's the letter Z.
Oh, that's it.
There's no other letters. It's just Z. I mean, it's a different letter because we're live on YouTube, and I don't want anybody to steal my identity. So it's not Z. All right, here we go. We're at 1 hour exactly, so we're gonna fly through these. All right, one or the other. It's either gonna be a one or the other, or a would you rather. So, one or the other, Chipotle or Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. All right. Um, Fries or Albertson/Safeway.
Fries. I go to fries more.
I do too.
Same.
Would you rather have an unlimited supply of Oreos but no milk, or unlimited supply of Pop-Tarts but they're always slightly burnt?
I think I'm going to Pop-Tarts. I can't stand the cream in the middle for Oreos.
Oh, you're not an Oreo guy. Okay. Good to know. I will never buy you Oreos.
You can. I'll just wipe off the cream.
I'm that way with cake. It's weird. For me,
Yeah, I do the same thing.
yeah, I scrape off the top of the cake and I give it to Alea, and then I just eat like the bread part.
Yeah.
But okay. For the rest of your life, be able to shower with no soap, or soap up with no shower.
I think I'll start taking a shower like hand sanitizer.
I guess that's a good alternative. Yeah, or like toothpaste under the arm. Okay. Here's your workout for time: 100 weighted box step ups, holding 2 dumbbells, one in each hand, or 500 push-ups.
500 push-ups.
500 push-ups. All right. That would take a lot longer, but well, I don't know if it would. 100 weighted box step-ups would take a long time too. So I don't know which one I'd be more sore from.
Sounds like a good pick your poison kind of workout.
Yeah.
No, that's not a good one.
That's next week. Next week.
I think I might be sick that day.
Well, one will be one day and one will be the next day. So I mean, yeah. All right. Would you rather be banned from Amazon Prime or never be able to watch Netflix again?
Never watching Netflix again because I can find Netflix shows like on the internet if I look hard enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's like me. I got an app. Well, just for the sake of, I'll move on.
If I were interested,
if I really wanted to, I might be able to have an app that lets me watch whatever. Okay. Would you rather have a lifetime supply of Cheetos, but permanently orange stained fingertips, or Snickers bars, but always have a chocolate stain on your lips or mouth? You could have Snickers or Cheetos, but there's a consequence.
The Cheetos is only on my fingers?
Only on your fingers. Yeah.
I'm going with the Cheetos.
Okay. I feel like I would probably yeah. You probably do this because you could be like, "Hey, nice to meet you," and put your hands behind your back, but
Yeah,
you can never say, "Hey, nice to meet you," and have like something on you, you know. So, all right, last one. Oh man, I can't believe I wrote this down. Okay, would you rather, for the rest of your life, only be able to wipe with actual paper every day, like not toilet paper, but paper,
Just paper.
just paper? That's my nightmare. For the rest of your life, or dry off with a towel that felt like sandpaper.
I'll go with the towel.
I feel like I'd go with the towel too, but you get scratched up, man. It's like, do you want a few scratches, down there, or do you want like scratch marks all over your body?
I think I'm gonna go with the towel too.
I think that's a good choice.
Oh,
That's exfoliation. I am frequently upset at establishments that have not good toilet paper, because there's a very good reason why we call it paper for the toilet, and when it's not, then you're not supposed to use it for that. You're not supposed to use it down there. There's a very clear difference between normal paper and paper that is used for the toilet. And I'm gonna end on that note.
I'm just picturing like in our bathroom at the gym, we just have like these reams of paper, no rolls, just like a box of printer paper.
Or like paper that is like graph paper that you have to like rip off from the top or rip out of the book.
Like
We just have a book sitting there.
Yellow pad.
Yeah. Sticky notes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, dude. This is crazy. That's all. We're done. This has been a great episode.
This is going down the toilet. That's good.
I'm glad we got this down on paper, and now, yeah, it's good.
Oh, that's funny. Well, Joe, this has been great. Thank you for being such a fun person to be around and for bringing your awesome presence to the gym every day.
Yep.
Before we close out, anything you want to share or say before we move on here?
No, I guess thanks for inviting me, but no, I don't think I got anything.
Awesome.
Yeah,
How about
man.
you, Logan?
No, Joe's awesome. We love having him at 7 p.m. He by the way, he arrived in this chat, in this podcast, the same way he arrives to the gym, like 30 seconds before, no later, no earlier. 30 seconds before we started.
I was like, okay, exactly 6 p.m.
Nice.
Well, I'm after we're done, I'm gonna go enjoy this JJ Fish on the floor.
Okay, you're probably gonna get mad at me when you're gonna say, "Why'd you convince me to listen to this?"
Yeah, I have a few go-dos as well. I got to watch this John Mayer video in addition to that JJ Fish one. So
yeah, I gotta watch that phone booth movie.
It's good stuff, man.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Joe. It's great to have you in the gym. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll catch you next time. We'll see you guys.
Later.